And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Caldwell-Pope are their guards. Edey out there with Clark. And for the Spurs, Fox and Castle are their guards. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. And it's Vassell in at the small forward. RJ, the front end of a back-to-back. As a player, it's got to pose an additional challenge physically to get through these stretches.
Oh, yeah, it's a grind. This is a physical sport we play. And your body, it just has to be ready when you start the season.
Now here's Morant. Edey with a screen for Morant. 6 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And stolen by Barnes. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Barnes has got his team on the board to start the game for the Spurs. Clark outside. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Pass to Morant. Clock at 6. Banked in off the glass.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
Outside, Fox. From deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio.
Come get it, come get it.
Wembanyama against Morant. Vassell wide open. Off target from three-point range. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. The topic at hand, Ja Morant. His ability to completely dominate at times because he's so athletic and aggressive. Coach said we can't let him live in the lane. We have to keep bodies in front of him and make him work for everything he gets. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Here's Fox, following the score by Memphis. Inside. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Clark finds Edey. Wembanyama with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Castle misses.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented, different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
More Vassell scores inside, the more it frees up his mid-range game. That is essential to his success.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Caldwell-Pope outside. Clark outside. Caldwell-Pope the bounce pass. 5 on the clock. Now here's Morant for 3. The rebound by the Spurs. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Fox passes to Wembanyama. In the corner, Castle with it. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
That jump shot has been the biggest question mark for Castle, so it's good to see him shooting with confidence.
Memphis trailing here. Morant scanning the floor. Just 5 on the clock. A 3-ball. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. A pass to Fox. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Edey. And here's Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from Morant. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Barnes. Castle. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Castle's got 5 points so far.
What willpower from Castle, fighting to get his team that second look at the basket.
Back to Morant. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Trying to stem the tide here.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
The Spurs making a switch here. Sohan's checked in. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, Victor Wembanyama.
And when you have a big man carrying as much of the load as he has, it just makes things so easy for the rest of your team. Completely deserving of the award.
6 on the shot clock. Clark. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Morant. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
He's got an elite combination of speed and athleticism. Morant, he is special when he gets out on the break, though.
Spurs leading by 3. Here's Sohan. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Clark, a screen on Fox. Morant passes to Clark. Good D by Barnes.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
San Antonio shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Castle. And Craig, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
And so Castle nails them both. Now the Grizzlies are one of 8 remaining teams, Richard, in search of their first NBA championship.
And the closest they've gotten was that grit and grind era, when they made it as far as the Western Conference Finals in 2013. But can they get back to that level?
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Fox with it. He's picked up by Morant. Releases. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Clark. Now Morant. Shot clock at 5. Rebound by Sohan.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Now Castle. From downtown. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got 6 rebounds in the game. You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Barnes. And truly, RJ, some luck for the Spurs in recent drafts.
Yeah, they've jumped into the top 4 in 3 straight lotteries, and with 2 straight Rookie of the Years, they've done a good job with those picks.
And he makes both free throws. The Grizzlies trail by 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Wells, he's checked in for Memphis. Jerome comes in for Caldwell Pope. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. Number 5, the Spurs.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long. So that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
Now here's Wells. Defense right on him. Back to Jerome. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots from the line. Rebound by Sohan.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Wembanyama.
Picking up that second foul early is tough. He'll have to be careful, and we'll see how much Coach trusts him to not get that third.
And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eden.
Harper, he's checked in for Stephon Castle. Free throw good, Wembanyama. RJ, we have never seen a player like Victor Wembanyama. In your opinion, what's his potential?
Wemby has so much potential, it's scary. The number one thing that can stop him from being one of the greats of all times, in my opinion, is injury. After that, there is nothing that is stopping him from being one of the most dominant physical specimens we've ever seen.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
When you see the impact of Jalen Wells and what he's done on the defensive end, Richard, it's still surprising he went in the second round.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of teams kicking themselves right now for passing on him, because Wells has shown at a very young age how incredible of a defender he can be.
The free throw drops for Wells. San Antonio with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And so it's Memphis with it, following the bucket by the Spurs. Clock is at 3. No one near as Jerome lets it go. The three-pointer, no good. Barnes kicks to Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And it's an 11-point Spurs lead.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Edey down low. Defended by Wembanyama. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Grizzlies have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. That free throw missing. A different look now for San Antonio. Johnson comes in for Barnes. And Stephon Castle subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. And Memphis also making a switch. Aldama's checked in. He hits the second from the line. 1:57 left to play here in the first. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And they've carved out an early lead in spite of the fact they continue to turn it over.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. G.G. Jackson, he's checked in for Edey. The Grizzlies trail by 10. On the wing, Williams. Here's Wells. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Wells has got 6.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
1:29 left in the first quarter. Cornett passes to Harper. Castle on the wing. Off target from outside. Jerome with it. He's picked up by Harper. Here's Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's Johnson, following the score by Memphis. 54 seconds left here in the opening quarter. There's the pick, the 3. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. Pass to Jerome. Here's Aldama. Wells dishes to Jackson. Rebound, San Antonio.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
The Spurs haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
And the second free throw, good. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Jerome finds Landale. Now Aldama. Here's Jerome. Cranes the three-pointer.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Stephon Castle. He's been the guy making things happen for San Antonio. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
So it's San Antonio now. That sets off a 5-game tour for them. So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Jalen Wells, Ty Jerome out there with Williams. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Conchar in at the 3. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Jerome with it. Over in the corner, Conchar. And here's Harper from the arc. Knocks it loose. The Grizzlies shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Conchar can't get it to go. San Antonio leading by 3. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got 10 points in the game. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
And Memphis with another turnover here. The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
You look at Caldwell Pope. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more. And as we get closer to the three-point contest, once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
And San Antonio has possession following the score by Memphis. Good on the bucket.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And the Grizzlies with possession here, trailing by 5. And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Jerome deciding where to go with it. Williams for 3. That shot no good. San Antonio leading by 5. Here's Castle. Missed inside.
Does what he has to do to avoid the block, but hard to stay in control when you change your shot.
Jerome, good.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big-time mistake.
Now, here's Vassell. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Lets it go with the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Castle's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you can tell Castle loves the challenge, right? Accepts it there, and this time knocks it down from beyond the arc.
Here he goes. In transition, here comes San Antonio. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Spurs.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And one other thing that stands out, all the block shots. I mean, staying up in their jerseys tonight.
Here's Jerome, following the bucket by the Spurs. Aldama passes to Pippen. Now Wells. Pass to Aldama. 5 to shoot. Williams finds Aldama. It's hauled in by Cornette. Spurs leading by 7. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Vassell, the pass to Harper. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
His playmaking is trending in the right direction. Vassell has shown steady growth in that area.
And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
Wembanyama, he's checked in for the Spurs. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Harrison Barnes. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Memphis moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To end the run. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Now here's Morant. He's coming off a 19-point game against Sacramento. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Richard the dynamic Ja Morant. He is an absolute fan and broadcaster favorite.
I'm trying to think of a more exciting player than Ja Morant, and I'm coming up short. Ja doesn't just make plays, he makes memories.
That's good from Morant.
You know Ja Morant's such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
Clark, he's checked in for Wells. Both free throws good from Morant. Spurs leading by 8. Now here's Harper. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Caldwell Pope outside. Here's Aldama. Defended by Wembanyama. Morant outside. Clock at 6. Over Harper. And another miss by Memphis.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Vassell kicks to Harper. Shoots over Morant. And Harper, the bucket on the assist by Vassell. Vassell's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's Morant. He's got 6 for 3. Caldwell Pope. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Sohan. Pass to Wembanyama. Fires the 3. Oh, Wembanyama spacing the floor.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Back to Morant. Will it go? And he sinks the layup. Morant's got 8 points.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for San Antonio. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Stephon Castle. Zach Edey, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. To the left wing. A three from Wembanyama. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the middle. Here's Morant. Rebound, San Antonio. Wembanyama has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Outside Harper. A pass to Fox. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, that's what you get when you go for style points with the fadeaway. And look, he paid the price.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. And so here's Memphis. It's a 13-point game. Clark, the pass to Caldwell Pope.
And after that solid opening quarter, you can see now he is definitely starting to cool off.
Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
It's the speed of the De'Aaron Fox that is just so tough to match.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to Morant. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Desmond Bane and the Orlando Magic. And then on Friday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And that game against Houston, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
Pass to Morant. And there's a whistle. That goes on Zach Edey. That's his first foul.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Spurs leading by 13. Here's Wembanyama. 29 points for him last game against Minnesota. The kick out to Fox. That three off the mark. And guys, they look to set it up in the half court.
Well, that's when you got to rely more on your defense and try to get out in the open floor. Oftentimes, you can develop your rhythm offensively when you get easy baskets.
Now, here's Harper. Brandon Clark missing his last shot. And the basket by Olynyk.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Clark with a wide open look. The offensive rebound. You can't get that one. San Antonio's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown.
That's just smart basketball right there. Finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 17. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put into action because you blow actions up. And then, at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Back to you, Kev.
You love that mentality. Okay, Allie, thanks. The Grizzlies trail by 19. Caldwell Pope outside. Harper with the steal. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Caldwell Pope.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
For San Antonio, they have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. A different look now for San Antonio. Barnes, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. And Castle is subbed in for Fox. Both shots good from the stripe. The Grizzlies trail by 21. And here's Morant. He's got 10. Clark finds Caldwell Pope. Some nice passing there by Memphis. 5 on the clock. Morant, the bounce pass. And again, Memphis, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Here are the top shooters from deep this month. These guys have been raining down threes lately. Number 5 is Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Sometimes a three-point shooter gets into that rhythm and just keeps carrying it over. That's been the case for him the entire month.
And the Spurs making a change here. Fox is checked in. Gasol against Caldwell-Pope. Pass to Clark. Now here's Morant. Out to the right wing. Trying to get something going. Wembanyama with the block. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Memphis. They're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place. And, of course, San Antonio, a few slots below them.
And, guys, when you look at Memphis, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
But it's something we expected. This team was built to compete with anyone.
The Grizzlies trail by 21. Pass to Morant. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first half. And it's Clark in the corner. The Grizzlies with another miss.
He's been held scoreless tonight, really just unable to make any sort of impact.
Fox from outside sinks the three-pointer. Fox has got 7 points in the game.
A smooth-looking three-point shot. I think Fox is feeling it.
Now Morant. He's got 10. Releases from 15. And that one released in time, but no good. A dominating first half of basketball. And so far, hasn't been close. It's San Antonio opening up a huge gap. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the San Antonio Spurs.
Inside the paint, they've been so aggressive, just steamrolling dudes.
Pummeling, drummeling, jackhammering. They're in demolition mode, baby.
Yeah, I'll get my hard hat for the second half. All right, now, still early on, but let's check out the Western Conference standings.
Looking at San Antonio, they've been one of the bigger disappointments so far in the early goings. Some people thought they might be an elite team, and we haven't seen that at all. But the good news is there's still plenty of room and time to turn it around.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We've seen Stephon Castle having a really great game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And so Fox will bring it up for the Spurs. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. Fox and Castle are their guards. And it's Vassell in at the 3, the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Wembanyama down low. Edey on him. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Caldwell Pope up top. Castle covering. Caldwell Pope dishes to Morant. Let's go. San Antonio with the rebound. Castle with it. Wembanyama outside. That one falls. 14 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Pass to Edey. Now Morant, guarded by Fox. Edey gets the bucket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And so it's San Antonio with it. The Grizzlies making the shot. Fox finds Wembanyama. And here's Vassell from the arc. They get it back. Barnes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard number.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. The Grizzlies shooting just 28%. They are offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Clark, the pass to Morant. With some arc.
Yeah, it feels like he's forcing things, which will happen. He's trying to help his team.
Pass to Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Three-pointer. Edey with the rebound.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. And the dunk by Edey.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Here's Castle. The Grizzlies making the shot. Vassell sends a screen for Castle. And it's Contavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Over in the corner, Barnes.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Morant passes to Clark. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Caldwell Pope. He's averaging 11 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, not playing outside himself, but finding lots of chances to do his thing and affect the game.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Clark, the pass to Morant. 6 to shoot. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The Grizzlies have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good. Edey. And the game getting more spread out. Do you think RJ will ever see an NBA 4-point line?
I doubt it, but I guess you never know. I personally don't think it's a good idea. I think the game needs tweaks, not changes.
Kept alive. Pass to Castle. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The Grizzlies trail by 20. Here's Edey. From deep. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And the basket by Vassell.
And how about the vision from Castle, spotting that opening and making the pass on time?
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Shot on the wing. And another miss by Memphis.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
To the inside, Edey. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Now here's Morant. 10 points for him. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. To the paint. Here's Clark. A rebound by the Spurs. Barnes has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside, Fox. Pass to Barnes. Over Clark. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Barnes has got 7 points.
Reliable on the offensive end. Barnes knows how to find his openings.
And that one drops.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
So it's the Spurs now. Now here's Fox. He's got 7 for 3. Vassell. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. He's got 9.
He's been working on a shot, and it's showing in Vassell's game.
And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. G.A., he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Here's Fox. Following the basket by John Morant. Wembanyama, a screen on Morant. Wembanyama outside. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Caldwell Pope outside. Edey down low. Wembanyama on him. For San Antonio, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Barnes outside. In the corner, Castle with it. Shot clock at 6. Vassell, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Here's Wembanyama. He's got 17, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. And Memphis also making a switch. Jerome is checked in. Wembanyama finds Barnes. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Memphis has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And stolen by Barnes. Bounce pass from Zohan. Castle on the wing. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Castle's got 18 points. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And they've also made a point to protect the rim tonight. All game long, they've been challenging or blocking shots.
Now, here's Caldwell-Pope. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the three. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Castle. 18 points for him. Caldwell-Pope outside. They set the pick. Clark outside. Pass to Jerome. Buries the long-range jumper. 11 points in the game.
Like the pass from Clark there, showing he can be a piece of the puzzle.
And so Fox will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Shoots over Jerome. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Jerome with it, guarded by Fox, down low. Here's Edey, and the dunk by Edey.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
So it's the Spurs now. Fox deciding where to go with it. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Inside, here's Clark. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. And he's got his first chance at the line here. A different look now for San Antonio. Luke Cornett comes in for Victor Wembanyama. As Johnson in for Harrison Barnes. Wells, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Williams comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And that one falls for Clark. And here is Fox. 9 points in the game so far. Johnson outside. There's the pick. And there's the call on Ty Jerome. That's his first foul. San Antonio making a switch here. Harper's checked in. Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. Morant comes in for Clark. On defense, Memphis. Pass to Castle. Spurs passing it around. Here's Sohan. 5 to shoot. No good on the three. There's a screen by Aldama. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
.132 left to play here in the third. Here's Harper. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Wells. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Now Harper, he's got 11. Pass to Castle. For 3. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Jerome against Harper. Jerome passes to Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morant's got 14.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Castle with it. He's got 21. To the middle. Here's Cornette. And he converts the layup. And the Spurs lead by 20.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Vince Williams out there with Jalen Wells. Then it's Morant. Then there's Ty Jerome. And it's Aldama at the 5 down low. Sohan. That one misses.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Spurs leading by 20. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Wembanyama has got 19 points.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Harper against Jerome. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
One shot.
The Grizzlies trail by 21.
Go, check Morant.
Now here's Morant. It's not going to go for him. High post Johnson, and he uses the glass on the layup.
What physicality from Johnson down low, throwing his weight around and getting past the contact.
About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Morant outside. Over in the corner, Williams. Wells sets the pick for Williams. Jerome in the corner. Good. The nice assist for Williams.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Spurs leading by 20. Here's Harper. has now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
He took it right to the rack, and look, there's no one that can stop him.
Jerome against Harper. Here's Wells, and the dunk by Wells.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Jerome against Harper. Johnson outside. Wembanyama, a screen on Morant. A shot by Johnson, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 20. There's a screen by Aldama. Here's Jerome. No good from outside. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Vassell.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
A shot by Williams, no good. Spurs leading by 22. Johnson, the pass to Sohan. Here's Wells. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Yeah, couldn't quite hang on to it. They're not in a position now where they can afford to be giving it away like that.
Barnes, he's checked in for Sohan. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Vince Williams. To the inside. Morant with the steal. Jerome with it. He's picked up by Harper. And slam dunk by Clark.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now, here's Harper. Johnson outside. Barnes outside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Wembanyama. From deep, Johnson sinks the triple. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And they're able to recover. There's a screen by Aldama. 6 to shoot. Knocks down the 3-ball. Jerome's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Grizzlies.
Ooh, that's his 3rd 3 of the half after putting up a pair before halftime. Fantastic shooting display from him.
Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
The first free throw is good. Castle's checked in for San Antonio. And Memphis making a change here. And Harper drops them both. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Clark outside. Basket good. Clark's got 4 points in the quarter.
You can see the change in approach from him since the break. He's been a menace after being held scoreless in the first half.
In the corner, Castle with it. And it's Memphis on the break. A pull-up. Vassell grabs the board. Spurs leading by 20. Here's Harper. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times. And so here's Memphis. Right wing. And stolen by Vassell. And Harper slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
So it's the Grizzlies now, after the basket by San Antonio. Morant with the bucket.
Closer in look. Let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Yeah, becoming better at setting up his teammates, and KCP delivers that pass on target.
San Antonio leading by 20. Barnes left side. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edey's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Devin Vassell. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Harper. Edey gets the bucket.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Fox. Pass to Sohan. Castle on the wing. Back to Sohan. Fox against Morant. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
The lefty, De'Aaron Fox, boy, I am happy I do not have to check him.
De'Aaron Fox, RJ, isn't the only member of his family that can shoot the ball. His wife's pretty good, too.
Oh, you're right about that. His wife played Division I basketball at 2 big-time schools. She was pretty good in her day, and De'Aaron wears number 4 to honor her.
Victor Wembanyama is checked in for San Antonio. Vassell comes in for Sohan. Free throw good, Fox.
We look at the pace of this league, and Fox, look, he is built for it.
The Grizzlies trail by 21. Pass to Edey. And here's Caldwell Pope. And let's not forget, RJ, you were second in the Rookie of the Year voting. I haven't forgotten it. But when you go back to that time, what was the key in your adjustment process?
Well, one thing that really helped me out is I played 3 years of high-level college basketball. Most rookies don't get that experience, and it makes it a little bit harder for them to transition to the pro game.
And here is Fox. Wembanyama outside. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists tonight.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Now here's Morant. Over to the left wing. 4 on the clock. The tray. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped. Okay, that's a tough bucket. D on him as tight as possible, but you're not going to stop this guy from getting to the rim.
Now here's Morant. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
So good at staying in attack mode. When Morant is going at defenses, he forces them to foul him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Second free throw, no good. Well, we all love teams going all in to win. But, Richard, some teams run that risk, and it does not work out.
But that's the risk. These windows are so small. If you believe that you have a chance to go all in, or if you have a 2-year window, it's okay to leverage the future in hopes of getting it done now.
Here's Morant following the bucket by the Spurs. Caldwell Pope outside. Down low. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Devin Vassell.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Olynyk, he's checked in for Barnes. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Devin Vassell. Johnson, he's checked in for Castle. And it's Harper in for Fox. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. San Antonio leading by 22. Harper kicks to Olynyk. Off target with his 3. Memphis has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
And it's Sohan missing. The Grizzlies shooting about 47% here in the 4th. Morant with a wide open look. Rebounded by the Spurs.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Sohan. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season. And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Victor Wembanyama.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Edey. The Spurs making a switch here. Cornette's checked in. And both free throws good for Edey. San Antonio's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the 4th quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. There's 42 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Johnson bangs home the trifecta.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Up top, Jerome. He's guarded by Harper. And another miss by Memphis. There's 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Sohan. Now, here's Johnson. Olynyk sets a screen for Johnson. Here's Olynyk from downtown. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
HB, you have playoff experience. What's your advice to these teammates to get to that level?
We have the talent, we have the coaching. It's just a matter of every day approaching that with that mindset that we're going to go take it. And I think if we come out with the energy and focus that we've shown that we can do, we'll put ourselves in a great position to have fun in the postseason.
The mental is just as important as the physical. Thanks so much, HB.
Terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that'll do it, folks. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.